Welcome to a Touring Sites video. It's our August 2021 holiday and we're heading for the outskirts of Lincoln to a rural area. It's a Caravan and Motorhome Club CL, which means certified location, and that means a maximum of 5 pitches. They're all fully serviced hard standing and it's an adults only site. It's called Skybarn Farm and it's an arable farm. And you can pitch your caravan up any which way around you want, and we're hoping to face the open countryside, but we'll see when we get there. We're there for 5 nights at a cost of £85, and that's £17 a night. We're leaving the A1 and we're going to be getting on the A46 towards Lincoln. This is where we get off. We're nearly there, 1.4 mile to go. It's very close to the A46. Arrival time is 12 o'clock. We're happy with that because we can get set up and have lunch at lunchtime. We've come off the A46 and we're turning left up here, and we've got half a mile to go. That's back onto the A46.
Please turn left in 200 yards to your destination, Sky Lane. Now turn left.
We are Sky Lane.
In 100 yards, you will have reached your destination.
Yeah, I can see the sign up there, look.
You have reached your destination.
You get a key code, punch that in and the gate's open. Right, we'll take it steady down here. Straight ahead, look. Caravan there. And the other 4 are vacant. Which one do you want? Look at this, we've got a red sky at 8:30 in the evening. I'll show you my usual caravan service connections and then we'll take a look around the site. We'll have a look at the caravan setup. Because we've placed the caravan facing the turnip field, it's put the service points on the other side of the caravan. So I've had to run the grey waste and the fresh water pipe diagonally underneath the caravan. Here's the 2 parts running underneath the caravan, and I've used the 10-metre electric hookup cable. I've had to extend the grey waste pipe to reach the drainage point, and the water pipe I've luckily only had to use the 7.5 metre one and not bother with the extension piece. It's a 16 amp hookup, mobile phone signal is excellent and TV reception is excellent. I've done my usual, tuned the TV into the Caravan aerial in its travel position, and I've got all the stations. It's a lovely little site, nicely laid out. You've got the entrance there, a far end pitch there, 3 pitches here facing the field. We're on this one, and these 2 are currently occupied by motorhomes. They've gone out for the day. And then you've got a far end pitch. And across the way are facilities. Let's nip over and have a look. This is the information cabin. These are the 2 nearest bus stops, and this is the CL. We tried going down these steps here, but they were all overgrown, so what we did, after going over the bridge, we carried on along the main road around this curve and then into Thorpe on the Hill. Next to the information cabin are the recycling bins. So from the information cabin, you've got a tap here to clean your boots and your doggy's muddy paws. And then next to this is the chemical toilet disposal point. The site's got a 2.5 mile dog walk around the fields, so we're going to do that today. Got a choice here, we'll go clockwise. Looks like this path takes us back to the Caravan, but we'll take this one. We'll leave the grain field behind and go back to the turnip field. Look at that, this path goes right down there. This path comes to an end here onto the road and we're in Haddington, so we'll double back and take the other path back to the Caravan. Well, I can highly recommend that walk, whether you've got a dog or not. It's flat and pleasant. This is a map of the 2.5 miles of footpaths around the crop fields, which is also the dog walk for CL users only. Here's the CL. The red arrows are the footpaths. There's a bench at the top of Green Spots field here. And then down here is a point where you can leave the field and walk into Haddington village. A bit of extra information here on Skybarn Farm. Combine harvesters out in the field we walked in earlier. We're heading for Whisby Nature Park. There is a visitor centre and car park, but we've decided to walk, and it's taken us 20 minutes to get to Thorpe on the Hill. Here we are at Whisby Nature Park. This is the park's trail guide. We're here at Grebe Lake. This is Coot Lake. It's a good place this if you're a bird watcher, because there are 6 hides placed around Whisby Nature Park. Let's have a look inside. This is the Dragonfly Lake. We're going to have a cuppa at the side of Willow Lake. There are easy-going footpaths around here, including a ramp to get over the railway bridge. Pause and read board. We're here at the viewpoint looking over Teal Lake. This grass footpath takes you around West Lake. This is Thorpe Lake. We've just got back from Whisby Nature Park. Great place to visit, loads of footpaths to take. We've walked around every lake, peaceful walks through the woods. Well, we decided to walk there from the caravan. It's a mile and a half, and obviously a mile and a half back. But on some of the roads you do have to walk on the grass verge because there's no footpaths. But you can take your car there, park your car up there, and it's £2 a day. We're going to have a run to Hartsholme Country Park, which is 3 miles outside Lincoln. That's Skybarn Farm.
Please follow the road. Please turn right in 100 yards.
Not put your seatbelt on. Buckle.
Buckle. Where's it go? There you go.
Now turn right.
Oh, it's Hartsholme Country Park, not Hartsholme. Got it wrong. We're going to have a stroll around the lake. Flask and tea cake time, looking over the lake. There's a rat peeping over at the bank there. Oh, he's gone. Rat's come in. Nice easy footpaths through this park. Bit of information here on Hartsholme Lakes. This lake's called Dragonfly. We had a dragonfly at Whisby. That lake's called Sanctuary. And this one's called Coot Major. This footpath runs between two lakes, and to say it's mid-August we've hardly seen a soul, apart from up in the main part of the park where there's quite a few families enjoying themselves. We're taking the path through the area called the Meadow. How lovely is this, walking through the ferns? Hartsholme Park's a lovely place to visit. There's loads of footpaths to take, very similar to Whisby Nature Park. There's lakes to walk around and parking's free. We've had a good few hours here at Hartsholme Country Park. The only fault is lack of signage, so you didn't know which footpath you were taking. But we're heading off back to the Caravan, and it's 6.4 mile along the A46. It's our last day and we're going for a walk through Hadfield Village, Auburn Village, and we're going to take some farm tracks. Oh, and I've got to point out, this is sugar beet and not turnip, so we're facing a sugar beet field in the Caravan, not a turnip field. There's a hare in it. There's a hare there. That was me sneezing, not a gunshot. They grow winter wheat and spring barley, and this is what they were harvesting the other day. Skybarn Farm's been the ideal location for us. It's allowed us to get away from all that, you know, that hustle and bustle of everyday life and back to a bit of simple nature. We're now in Haddington village. We've called it Auburn Church for a cuppa. It's half a ruin. And there's a history board here with a map of the village, including Haddington village. This is our last walk, going home tomorrow. We've had another lovely holiday. Good stay at a Skybarn Farm. As soon as we pitched up, we felt at home. So that's a good sign. Nicola, the owner's very nice. She popped over once we'd set up and settled in to see how we were getting on. She gave us advice of where to visit and walk to, and yeah, it's been great here. Fish here in the River Witham. On this walk, we've come from the Caravan across the fields to the road, through Haddington village, across the river to the church. Then we went through Auburn village to the bridleway, and we're now going down this bridleway and we're about here, and we're going to go to South Highcombe and then return along this footpath along the fields around the back of Auburn village and then return to the Caravan. And this is the bridleway. Cheers. It's just started raining and it's not every day you walk at the side of a pylon. It stopped. If this is all we're going to get all week, then we haven't done bad at all. I spoke too soon, it's throwing it down, so we're sheltering under this tree. Hooray, we go through the cornfield.
Oh, good.
Too warm for a coat. Not going to bother getting the brollies out. It's not that bad. So we're just braving it. That 20-minute shower, it's not really spoilt anything apart from getting a bit mucked up. For our walks I've used OS Explorer 272, and if you want the west side of Lincoln it's 271. Oh, and I forgot to mention, outside it's free Wi-Fi here. Here's Skybarn Farm. It's very easy to get to. If you were travelling north on the A46, you come off this slip road up to the junction, turn left over the bridge, and then turn left here onto Sky Lane. If you're travelling south on the A46, you would come off of this slip road to this junction, turn left, and then left again onto Sky Lane. I'll now move on to the north section of this map. Skybarn Farm's just off the north section of this map, down here at the side of the A46. One of the days we walked through Thorpe on the Hill to Whisby Nature Park. That's 1.5 miles to the visitor centre. One of the other days we drove up the A46 to this roundabout, took a right turn to Hartsholme Country Park, and this is the entrance to the visitor centre and the car park. And for visiting the city of Lincoln, if you take this route here up to the centre, it's 7.5 miles. But if you take the A46 around the outskirts and then back in, that's 9.5 miles, which is actually a bit quicker, even though it's 2 miles longer. Ah, pasta. Last evening meal. Can't begin to tell you how much we've enjoyed it here over the past few days. So I'm going to enjoy this looking out at the sugar beet field, not the turnip field. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Toodle pip, Skybarn Farm.
Had a lovely time here, thank you.
Reporting from Skybarn Farm. It's a lovely little... So looking at the services, because we've turned the van round to... No.
Carry on.
Caravan. So looking at the services, because we've had to turn... No, we've not had to turn it round.
Carry on.
So looking at the service, we were harvesting the other day, the wheat or the barley.
You're off camera.
We're going to pop over and have a look, walk,